seems to be doing. Look at him holding that pack behind. Hepburn doesn't want to go so slow. Viana's the pole man. He dictates the pace of the start, and he wants to be going with his car producing maximum horsepower. So there he's starting to move now. And Ben Morgenrood looks like he's seeing it too. He's getting away from that pack. Alongside him, he had Brian Heger, the Peter Lance in there. As they come away, there was also Nico van Rensburg having a big fight there with Peter Lance. And here they come to the line, and Morgenrood is flying. Look how Morgenrood's caught right up to them. He's got that car in top gear and flying. And here he's coming past the BMW. The pole man's been passed, and Morgenrood is right in behind the Sierra. The Sierra out-dragged the whole lot of that big Ford, and here he's pushing through. Look at Morgenrood. This is suicidal racing. Do you win it in the first as he goes into Crowthorne? This is a new angle we've got here from that new Autoscape sky platform we've got there with the camera right up in the sky as they go down through Barbecue. We're in Viana's car now. That big BMW now is he's into fourth gear as he goes down. That's Hepburn ahead of him, and the Morgenrood Mazda's getting away. Look at Morgenrood using all the road. And Hepburn does know what's happened. This Mazda hasn't gone as quick as this for a long time. It snakes under braking as he did. Robbie Smith holding fourth position there in the K Eddie Estates BMW, using all the road at Sunset. Heavy braking there from Morgenrood. He started the season very, very well. He was piling up the points, and then it all went wrong from his braking side shafts. He was running crankshaft bearings, and Morgenrood didn't have a happy finish to the season. And this is the one that he wants to win. And look at that big Ford there. That's the heaviest car in the race. The BMW is about 80 kilograms lighter, and even lighter because they haven't got any excess fuel in that motor car. Round Wesbank for the first time, it's Morgenrood. We're back in the Viana BMW. As they exit out of Wesbank there, look at that Sierra. It's sliding across the road onto the ripple concrete. You see these drivers don't use gloves. They reckon the gloves will make their hands sweat too much on those steering wheels. And this is a car going through the kink now, 220 kilometers an hour. They were doing 247 in an earlier race. Let's see if they can do it in this race. We'll get time from Mike Marsh and his timekeepers a little later. And Viana's going for the inside. He wants to go on the inside and spoil it there for Hepburn. But there's nothing between the speed. 1 lap is gone and 9 laps to go. And Morgan, we're onto the braking marks at that timing strip, and he's nearly losing control round the white line. And he has got that Mazda at 10 tenths there. Morgenrood is, I've never seen him driving like this. The flying paddle beater from Randfontein is really flying in that Mazda. Hepburn's a seasoned campaigner here, so's Tony Viana. They've been at this racing an awful long time. This is the heavy metal class of South African saloon car racing. They don't come faster. Round Sunset. You just hear that big throbbing V8, the screaming rotary, that raucous rotary, and then that screaming BMW, that 24-valve straight line 6. Hard noise to beat. And the road slippery down there. It's had 2 hours of sports car racing, World Championship sports car racing. They leave a lot of marbles on the road. Just dab the brakes as they go into the first, the S's, and the second, the S's, and it looks like Morgenrood is getting away. It seems his mechanical troubles this year are over. His tyres normally last longer than the race, and Viana's trying to push his way through. He's giving notice to Hepburn, I'm on my way. I'm going to start challenging you from now on. And there's nothing between these cars. It's 240 odd kilometers an hour for the Morgenrood Mazda in the front. About another 3 kilometers fast is the Sierra. And in between them is the BMW. As they come through, and 2 laps are gone and 8 laps to go. Have you ever seen it closer? And only seasoned driver. This is what it looks like at 240 plus. This Viana, this is Willie Hepburn now in the Ford. Is he going to try and take him? We've had 2 leaders. Viana led off the line. We've had Morgenrood going to the lead in Crowthorne right here, and Morgenrood is trying. Look at that front wheel stepping out, and as the back comes round in that Mazda. Up into fourth as he goes down Barbecue, trailing throttle down there. It's closing up there on Morgenrood. That sun coming through the screen as well. They call Sunset Corner Sunset as the sun comes right into your eyes in the afternoon sunshine. And the yellow flag's out. Somebody's gone off at Sunset, but these 3 aren't worrying about it. They are not slowing down 1 kilometer an hour as they go down through here. Round Sunset, and that big BMW, now those tires are starting to get hot as only Tony Viana can throw that big BM, that Winfield BMW around the circuit. We're on the 3rd lap at the moment. Oh, and he's getting ragged round the edges as Willie Hepburn. He's trying. Those 3 drivers are really trying out there. And you can see as they correct the wheels, their back steps out, and look at that Ford just throbbing through the second S. Heavy braking by Morgenrood, a quick dab on the brakes. Hepburn's up into 2nd gear now. His 2nd gear takes him up to nearly 180 kilometers an hour in his motor car. Use a little bit of the ripple concrete, and here he's starting to gather speed. He's got a lot of torque out of the corner, but that's a very fleet little Mazda RX7 ahead of him. The Randfontein Flyer is really flying through the kink, but that Ford is starting to gain. You can see him coming that little bit closer. If they're looking at those video ref counters, they go past somebody else, it's just a blur. The lap signals are just a blur as they come past. And Hepburn's going to do it now. He's moving to the centre of the road. He's going to be able to squeeze him out. They've done 3 laps. He's squeezing him out. And he's just going to force his way through. And Willie Hepburn is the 3rd leader in this race. Hepburn's in the 3rd lead in this race, and you caught a glimpse of what it looks like from Viana's car. He's got a grandstand view of the action as they're going down through barbecue, and he's up to 4th. It's Viana. Look at him working that wheel and correcting as that car steps out, and they're doing 220 upwards as they go through barbecue. Now the left-hander Yuxia, you can see those cars stepping out. They're right 10/10. Those cars are skating on ice there. It's a slippery Kyalami this afternoon. It's seen a lot of racing today. Viana closing up there. Where's Morgenrood? Is ahead of him. Hepburn's right on his tail. There's Morgenrood. So Tony was trying to get round the outside, going a little too wide, but he's telling them, I'm coming, make no error, you haven't beaten me yet. I might have won the first one, and I mean to win the second. Out of clubhouse they come. And Viana's going for it. He's going to squeeze him out. This is what Hepburn did. He squeezed out Morgenrood before, and Morgenrood is behind him. It's almost like looking in your mirror as you look out the back window of Viana's car, and Morgenrood won't be liking this one little bit. He's not finished with it yet. And look at that car stepping out. How's that? That's full power on. There's about 350 kilowatts being fed in there into those wheels. In the meantime, we've heard Henny van der Linde from the back of the grid. He had to start at the back there. He's come up to 4th position. He stripped a gearbox with so much power going through the gearbox with that Pretoria Nissan Skyline. And Henny's now up to 4th. And he's really motoring in this race. The same thing happened to Jan Coetzee in the Borg Warner Escort. He stripped a gearbox, went home to Kempton Park, just now got a gearbox, came back and was under the car fitting himself. And what's happening here? Here's Viana making his move. 4 laps are gone. We've got 6 laps to go. 24 kilometres of this racing to go. And Viana's giving notice. He's past Morgenrood now. This is heavy metal, right? And they are going very, very fast indeed. Viana now in behind Hepburn. And what's that car? This is 220 kilometres an hour as they go down through barbecue. He keeps, and Hepburn knows how to keep other drivers out of this racing. He knows how to keep them out of the front. He uses all the road. Look at him keep to the centre of the road. He's not going over that white line. Yes, he is. And he'll just dab in round that white line. He goes and he takes a tighter line round Sunset. And this is the sun coming through the windscreen of Sunset Corner. Now you know why it's called that name. And look behind them. Look at that wild RX7 giving everything it's got just behind them. And it's Ben Morgenrood, who's not finished with them yet. I wouldn't put money on any of these cars at the moment. The winner's going to be in doubt right until the flag. Morgenrood's not finished. Hepburn's in the lead. Is it temporary? We'll find out from Tony Viana. He's got the free state as the BM fans are cheering for him all around the circuit. Up into the sun. Back into second gear he goes, into second. He's right on his tail. Look at him now. Look, he's got on his tail. You couldn't get it closer to this. Morgenrood's trying to take him on the outside, trying to find a way through. And let's see if that Ford's got more grunt as it comes out of the corner. There seems to only be one car there. But there's Viana and there's Morgenrood. Look at this for slipstream. And Hepburn takes that tight inside line as we reach the halfway mark. We're coming up to the halfway mark and we hear that Peter Lance has gone out of the 2-litre class with electrical problems, and Nico van Rensburg in that super auto-tune Nissan Stanza is leading the 2-litre class. And here they come. They'll be doing 240 odd as they come towards us. And Viana's going to take the classic line around the outside, but he won't be able to squeeze Hepburn out. He's been at it too long. He's on the marbles. This Viana, he's taking a chance. You can see some cement dust, and Morgenrood's trying to go through the middle. As they go down, it's neck and neck. But Hepburn has got the advantage, and Morgenrood's just looking to see that Viana's BM move out the way, and he's going to tuck in behind Willie Hepburn. It's the Ford of Hepburn, the BMW, the Winfield BMW there of Tony Viana, the Free Stater. It's the flying panel beater from Randfontein in 3rd position. Look at him trying to cut him out there, but that big machine just closes the door. Closes the door as they come up now on a slower man. It looks like Simon Krobler, the Airways pilot, out in his Golf, going very quickly there. And they really are trying very, very hard again. And he moves over, Krobler moves over. This express train comes through at great speed. He's never been passed so quickly in his life. As they just floor it and go up the hill there to Wesbank. Still Hepburn. Watch him throw that big machine into the corner. Now they're pulling up through Wesbank Corner. Now it's into second gear, and they'll be up through 3rd to 4th. And there's traffic ahead of them. There's the top speeds we've got. A little bit slower than the first race this afternoon. 242 kilometres an hour for Hepburn as they come up on the slow traffic now. They really are starting to close on them. And here they come through the pits now. And that's Neville Tillman's Escort, and there's Brian Cook out for the first time in the City Golf Sport there, having his first outing. And here's the heavy metal on its way down. This is what it looks like at 240 plus onto the brake markers. Watch for that white line. There it is. Down through the gearbox, and Hepburn still leads this race. He still leads this race, and that's the 6th lap we're into now as they go down the hill, and Morgenrood is really trying. 4 laps to go. Morgenrood is doing everything he knows in that motor car. It almost looks like his tyres are going, and Viana's going for the inside. Hepburn's a hard man to look at. Morgenrood trying, they're almost pulling away. Oh, and Morgenrood's lost it. He's recovered. His heart must be in his mouth. I thought he's going to slam into the wall, and here it is in slow motion. Ben Morgenrood is with inches, just a fraction of a centimetre there from the wall, and total destruction at that speed. He nearly centre punched that wall. Well, Morgenrood has got to gather his resources today. His heart must be in the mouth. And there it is. There's Willie Hepburn, 220 Ks, going down that hill in a full-blooded slide. And Viana behind him. And Viana, more than anything else, wants to go past him. And we've just heard from Mike Marsh and his team of timekeepers the speeds on that last lap. 2:47 for Hepburn, 2:45 for Viana. So they're really flooring it as these cars get a bit lighter. Skipper just ahead in that Sabat Nissan Stanza. Morgenrood, have you seen how close he's getting to them now? Morgenrood's getting into the picture. And this is where Viana is going to. There's Skipper, there's Morgenrood coming to picture. He's saying, get out of the way, Bill, and he comes through there now. And he's got to really floor it to get up to these two big bangers in the front. Up to Wesbank they go. 8th lap now as they pull out there in second gear. They'll take him up to 180 k's, and Morgenrood is trying still. That slippery RX7 is sliding all over the road. And here they come down towards us. And there's nothing between these two. Big cars are fighting it out neck and neck, door and door, as they come down. This traffic could change this whole pattern as they come down past the start-finish. As they come down past the start-finish, they are pushing each other along, and Morgenrood's watching from the grandstand just behind them as they come down there now. And it's Larry Wolford in that triple Ford Escort. It almost pulls him across the road, and that door is Viana going for the front. He's got it. Viana's got the advantage, and the experience of those two drivers. Willie couldn't keep him out. There is Larry Wolford in the Escort in between them, and Morgenrood's very visible just behind them, and Viana's only happy now. Tony Viana's happy. There you can see it from Hepburn's car. No gloves on his hands either as he comes through barbecue now, and Viana must be very happy with himself. Very, very happy with himself as he goes right across the road, and he's slowing. Viana is slow. Can you believe it? The fourth lead in this race, and Viana is starting to slow. What can be wrong? He's not going to let Hepburn get past him. But Viana, don't tell me they've run out of gas. If they've run out of fuel, there's going to be murder in those pits a little later this afternoon. And Morgenrood says, what's this? How come I can get up on his tail so quickly? And Morgenrood wants past him too, but that big BMW is still accelerating. Maybe it's just coming through the corners. They're surging those last few litres as he goes, oh, and they're getting past there. They're going past. That's Larry Wolford as they go past there now. And they come up the hill. That was Wolford. We got him wrong a little early in the afternoon. And Morgenrood wants past, but that big BM still mobile. And he's starting to bang him. Hepburn saying, and you can see him lift his foot. He's using him like a front-end load as he tries to get past him. Ducks in behind for the toe, but he's not giving a toe. And Hepburn's getting away, and Viana's race is run. The hands are coming out. He's going to the pits. If this car sounded quite normal to us as it came through, maybe the odd stutter, but there we are. We're in his car now. I don't think we want to switch on his microphone to hear what he's saying at the moment. He must be, if that car's run out of petrol, there's going to be murder in his eyes. He goes into the pit lane now. We'll just stay there a little while, and Hepburn's on his way, and this is the last lap. Has Morgenrood got anything less? That's Alan Esterhazen and the Black Julietta just between them. And here comes Viana. Let's just see how he gets out of this car. Is it calmness or something else gone wrong? There's the team manager next to him now. What's the problem? Not a happy man, not a happy man. The hands are going inside the car, and he's walking. The team manager's not happy. And he's definitely not happy. Oh, he's not happy at all, is Tony Viana. Well, we might find out a little later. My guess is it ran out of gas. And if it does, that really is a pity, as he took the lead. And it was a very fast race. Tony Viana started to stutter. That big engine started to stutter. Looks like he's out of the race. And here we are in the final dying minutes here. And Willie Hepburn must be very happy. Is he going to win this one? Has Morgenrood got anything left? There's 3 corners to go. He's got his indicator on already, showing that he's going to pull into the pits just now. Or is he? Here he comes now. Sideways, he's preserving that car. Morgenrood is just going left, right, all over the road as he attempts to close up on him. And Willie's going on his way to win, and he'll just use as much power. And he also was using a little fuel in that race. He had carried a light fuel load on this way to make that big Sierra. It's about 1,340 kilograms, a lot lighter in the rest. And here he comes to the flag, and Morgenrood definitely closing. He's about 4 or 5 car lengths behind. It's not enough. Hepburn's been up this too long, and Willie Hepburn from Johannesburg, there he is in the animal. That V8 Mustang Sierra has taken the flag. Well, what a race. They don't come close on that. And the results, there they are. Hepburn wins it in the Sierra. Ben Morgenrood just a second behind her. Then almost unnoticed, Henny van der Linde, Pretoria Nissan Skyline, came up from the back row of the grid to 3rd position. Nico van Rensburg in the Super Auto Tune Nissan Stanza was fourth, winning the 2-litre class ahead of Johan Coetzee in the Borg Warner Escort and Kevin Greaves in the Nissan 160. Well, if that was racing in '86, we can only look forward to a great